As you know, the breaking news story this morning is that Prince Charles will walk Meghan Markle down the aisle. Who would make a decision like that? Who would make a decision like that? Who would make a decision like that?
My understanding is, from what I've been told this morning, that it's a joint discussion, and in the absence of her father Thomas, Prince of Wales offered his support if she needed it, and she's grasped that, and that's what she wanted to do.
But we're also hearing Roya Nikkhah, that in the beginning of the walk, she will be walking by herself. How unusual is that?
That's right, and it's very unusual. What we're going to see is her getting out of the car, walking up those steps. Those west steps to Daughter's Chapel with 10 little toddlers behind her, yes, on her own. She will then walk up the first half of that walk up to the roof screen into Daughter's Chapel on her own. That's where Prince Charles will meet her. That is unprecedented, as far as I'm aware, for a royal bride to walk herself halfway up the aisle. But this is the wedding of twists and turns.
Yes, I know. Doesn't this seem to be so many firsts in this royal wedding, in this particular one?
You're absolutely right. And even those firsts that we thought were actually well planned keep changing. So, look, Meghan Markle is an actress. She is fully prepared and yes, well versed in holding her own, but no one could have expected that she'd be walking herself down the aisle for a bit.
There has been a lot of family drama with this story. How is Roya just rolled her eyes? Roya Nikkhah, there has been a lot of family drama. How is the palace reacting to this? Because it seems it isn't something that they're accustomed to.
Well, the royal family is accustomed to enormous amounts of drama, but
not from the outside.
This wedding was so meticulously planned, and a lot of that planning just went up in a puff of smoke this week as things kept changing with the family arrangements. That said, Buckingham Palace have now firmly got their hands on it, and I think from here on in, fingers crossed, it should be plain sailing.
Yeah, and you covered William and Kate's wedding. How different is this? This feels different to me, is it?
It's definitely got a different feel. We're in Windsor, not London. This is all a little bit more informal than we had around Westminster Abbey 7 years ago. And it's Harry, it's the party prince. So I think we're going to see a few of those touches tomorrow too.
And what are they doing to prepare today?
Well, we know that Doria is going to meet Her Majesty the Queen for the first time today. We expect that to take place at some point this afternoon, which is amazing. She must still be jet-lagged. That will take place with Meghan and Harry with her. And then last-minute prep, probably Meghan's friends are going to be with her, just hanging out and preparing her for that extraordinary walk down the aisle tomorrow.
Yeah, not only meeting the Queen today, but on Wednesday she met Charles and Camilla. Yesterday she met William and Kate and the children. What are you hearing about how those introductions are going?
Well, I was told by people very close to Charles that it was a very, very jolly tea that they had at Clarence House.
A
very jolly tea. And look, you know, William and Kate will have loved meeting her. I'm sure the kids, George and Charlotte, will be thrilled to see, you know, Uncle Harry's future mother-in-law. And the Queen is, you know, she's always incredibly welcoming. You know, she will make Doria feel extremely welcome. It's pretty imposing to meet the Queen for the first time in that castle.
I would imagine.
But the Queen will go out of her way to welcome her.
We also heard about another break-in tradition that Meghan will may be speaking at the reception. Did you hear that too?
I wrote that story, Gail. That was my front page scoop. Yes. Well, the plan was she was going to make that speech because her father wasn't going to speak.
Well, how did you get that scoop, Roya?
Good contacts, Gail.
Okay,
good. I couldn't possibly tell you. She is. Yes, she's not going to be a silent princess. She wants to have her voice heard, but my understanding was she really wants to pay tribute and thanks to the royal family for welcoming her, to thank the Queen, and most of all, to pay tribute to her darling new husband.
Yeah. Now, you interviewed Harry. You've interviewed him several times, but you had interviewed him before he met Meghan. And was he talking about he was looking for love at that time? Did you have a conversation with him about meeting someone?
We did. I sat down with him just a couple of weeks before he met Meghan, just before he went to Orlando for Invictus. And the conversation we had, he was really struggling to have a private life. He felt like wherever he went, he was, you know, photographed on camera phones. If he even spoke to a girl, she was suddenly his wife. He was struggling, and he effectively said, I don't really have a private life at the moment, so I'm focusing on work. But he definitely, you could feel it bothered him, and he was ready, and he wanted to find someone. And as he said in that interview, the stars aligned. He met her 2 weeks later.
Well, he's ready, and really everybody's here is ready to cheer him on. Thank you, Roya Nikkhah, and we love a good scoop. Thanks a lot. Remember, we will bring you the live coverage of the wedding tomorrow morning, starting at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 Central. So that means, yep, you got to get up early on a Saturday. That'll be followed by our primetime special. We're calling it Royal Romance, the marriage of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. That starts at 8, 7 Central right here on CBS.